everyone! So a few months ago when I got my Sailor Moon VHSs in the mail, I noticed some things. I never had the chance to look the cases over thoroughly until I owned them, and man did I find some gems. First, let's give them some credit. Back in the 90s, anime wasn't mainstream. It was more like a drop of rain after a 10-year drought, so it's understandable that they wouldn't be able to fully imitate the style when drawing the cover art. As we all know, the 90s were the prime time for really awkward continuity errors. For example, Queen Beryl can't decide the name of their alliance. Negaverse, Negaforce. A villain who can't come up with a name will never strike fear into the hearts of humans. So, allow me to bring to your attention some awkward occurrences that happened to the Sailor Moon cover art for the first 6 VHSs that DiC released. Volume 1. Here, we see Sailor Moon, Luna, and Tuxedo Mask being very Batmanish, and what is assumed to be Queen Beryl's face looking into her crystal ball. If I were to be really picky, I'd say, her earrings have 2 pearls on each side, not 1! But it's seriously so small that it doesn't bother me. I just noticed. Because I'm picky. On the back, however, I found it very strange that they included this thumbnail. This is a scene from the 3rd version of the first season's opening, which we never see in the American dub. The only other thing is that they just sort of hit with the Moon Scepter. That isn't supposed to appear until season 3. Huh. So aside from adding things that were never released in America and things that just weren't canon to the viewers yet, we move on to Volume 2. Alright, so we got Mercury posing to signify her arrival, Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars flying through a warp for some reason, and would you look at that? They forgot to draw on their tiara gems. Oh, DiC, you silly little scallywags. Oh, and what's Mercury got in her hand here? Oh, Sailor Mars' transformation pen. Mercury, what are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? And we move on to the backside, where again we see another scene from the 3rd version opening. And amazingly, there is nothing wrong with Queen Beryl. That's really amazing. No, really. And we move on to number 3! I don't even want to look. There is so much wrong with this, I'm not even sure they were trying anymore. First off, we got Mars in a 2-piece. Her bow is completely the wrong shape, and so are her shoes. And then we have the freaking Wise Man. He doesn't even appear until season 2, let alone the 2 episodes that are featured on this VHS. I don't really have anything to complain about the back except for, oh hey, they remembered to color in her gem, but not her glove. Was there some inside joke in the studio where they would purposely leave at least one red thing uncolored? Cause it's starting to look that way! I'm gonna take a guess here and say that someone did notice all the wrong that was Volume 3, because they pretty much nailed Volume 4's cover. Except for the fact that Game Machine Man is attacking Sailor Venus. They don't appear in the same episode. Ever. As for the back, there's nothing really wrong, they just cheated a bit. Her mouth is behind the crescent moon, and her little face marks just aren't there. Moving on to Volume 5, everything's good. We have all the right colors, no accessories were missed, no added in screenshots. Once again, the only thing that remained uncolored were the small jewels on the moon stick. It can be easily overlooked, but come on guys, again with the jewels! Last but not least, Volume 6. It seems that after Volume 3, they started tracing screenshots. Seriously, this is the pose for Moon Tiara action. They just flipped her hand upside down. They also forgot to color in the white rim on her hair ornaments, and somehow they managed to give her 3 piercings instead of 1 on her right ear. And once again, Queen Beryl is somehow flawless. But her staff seems to have gotten the short end of the stick. I'm sorry. The staff doesn't look anything like what it does in the anime. Like, seriously? Did they just decide, hey, I did a pretty good job on Beryl. I have the memory of an elephant. I can draw her staff without reference. What comes after potato? And the back is the only thing that seems to have escaped unscathed. Except for these. What are these? They never appear in the show. Whatever. After Volume 3's cover art, I don't even care anymore. So we can see they were learning along the way, and someone was catching their mistakes. But seriously, guys, Volume 3! Although there were other VHS and DVD releases, they pretty much just used a bunch of the Japanese stock images after that, so there weren't really any other mistakes I could see. Now, don't take this as me ranting about how bad Sailor Moon is or anything. I just thought the continuity errors on all the cases was kind of funny. And that's all I got for you. I hope you were able to enjoy this video and were able to laugh. Have a good one!